ago, redistributing their wealth. It's like there's.
But of course, it never would have crossed their mind.
That's what I mean, and Mary is like actively trying to really hold on to the idea of Downton Abbey, and they have a fortune to be able to run the estate. And so, like, why? I mean, sure, those people are employed there,
but it's in conflict because I think the other part of her recognizes that that's unreasonable.
Yeah,
but she's trying to maintain both of these ideas at the same time, which arguably is the most difficult position to be in.
Yeah,
more difficult than Lord Grantham's position.
Right,
Robert, where
he's just Rob.
Rob and Matt.
Bobby.
Bob and Matt. Where are they? They're still in the dining room enjoying some cigars, Bob and Matt.
Yeah, you can't go in there and do your job yet.
And perhaps some really fine port.
Yeah, in little tiny glasses that apparently Carson can break just by being upset.
I don't think it was a port glass he broke.
Yeah, I think it was something more delicate, but
yeah, and it seemed like at the point of the meal where he wouldn't have been touching dessert wine glasses.
Yeah, it's certainly what makes Mary an interesting character. Is her sort of
conflict?
Not just conflict. She has like a cognitive dissonance about everything. She is at turns a wonderful person, and at turns like the worst person on the show at times.
That's
sometimes.
what it's like being a firstborn.
Yeah.
You wouldn't understand.
No.
You're an only.
I am an only.
It's a different existence.
It is.
You're a weird only, though. You're not like most onlys.
Apparently, whenever people talk about the stereotypes of only children and stuff, and they find out I'm an only child, and they throw it a couple at them at me, and I'm like, yeah, no, it's not really how I view the world.
Because you weren't doted on.
No.
You were an abandoned only child.
Yes, I spent most of my time in my room playing with Lego alone, and that definitely shapes your personality and your worldview.
So, growing up like that,
yeah,
and that being your background,
mm-hmm.
What do you think, as far as preparation goes, that lines you up with who you'd be most likely to want to sleep with on Downton Abbey?
Well, this is just like a wild fling. This isn't like a relationship thing, not like who you date.
It's just boning.
Just boning.
Straight out boning.
Right.
So this is who you'd most like to bone.
I think probably Thomas.
Oh, me too.
Don't have a relationship with that guy.
No,
because
God.
That would be a disaster, but I think
just bone him and make sure he can't use it against you.
Yeah. You should probably put arsenic in his port as you're leaving the room.
Except that you might want more boning.
Maybe.
There's the difference between you and I.
Well, I'm just, thinking.
You're being pragmatic.
Well, it depends what position you're in. Like,
I suppose.
If you're just like the visiting
visiting
chauffeur, and you're never going to see him again.
You have nothing to lose.
Yeah, because he would use it against you.
You'd be an idiot if you didn't have anything to lose.
And if he felt threatened, if he felt like you were going to use it against him, he would ruin you. Preemptive strike.
Well, that's the thing. That's why you can't have anything to lose.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why do we love Thomas so much?
Well, because he's very sexy and he's pretty.
He's pretty.
And he also, you get the sense that he'd be very sensual in the sack.
He just look good sucking my cock.
He has those like big puffy cocksucker lips.
He's cocksucker lips, and then he'd be like looking up at you while he was doing it.
Not cocksucker lips the way that Mr. Pamuk had, though.
Mr. Pamuk. I forgot about Mr. Pamuk. I might choose him.
Yeah, we need a guy who looks like Billy Zane, but more Billy Zaney than Thomas looks like Billy Zane already.
Yeah. We want him to look like a more exotic Billy Zane.
Yeah, the younger Billy Zane, the pre-Titanic Billy Zane.
Well, that's it. Yeah. That's it. You can't have Billy Zane because he died in the Titanic sinking. That would have been good for cognitive dissonance if Billy Zane actually had been cast as someone on Downton Abbey. What superhero is Billy Zane?
The Phantom?
That sounds right.
Yeah, it was in purple.
Brenda was very obsessed with Billy Zane around that time.
Yeah,
He must have been something else that she thought was cool, though.
he was in Orlando, and he was very sexy in Orlando. But
I have to look and see why Brenda liked Billy Zane.
I can't imagine it was because of the Phantom. That was terrible.
It wasn't, because she liked him before that.
Right.
Oh, look, I'm already at IMDb. It's like a Christmas miracle. It's a Christmas miracle.
Cara does speak in a weird way where it's like she's trying to be like a coquettish, girly sex pot.
I'm a girly, coquettish sex pot. Guess what year he was born?
1966.
Yes, you freaking Billy Zane creeper. He's in Back to the Future?
Really?
That where? Oh, working actors. Why do you have so many entries on IMDb?
Has he done anything since Titanic, though?
It's tons.
Really? I feel like I haven't seen him in anything in forever.
I'll tell you. I'm too far back to tell you now. Boston Public.
No, that doesn't count.
Zoolander.
Really?
Uncredited. Okay, Titanic. The Phantom. Oh, he was in Tales from the Crypt.
Really?
Oh, he was in Silence of the Hams. He was in Tales from the Crypt again. There's Orlando. What's Orlando about, you perv?
It is.
He's in Twin Peaks?
Yeah, he's in Twin Peaks, remember?
No. Oh, he was in Scorpion King 3 Battle for Redemption.
Scorpion King 3. There was 3 Scorpion Kings? Wow. So that's actually like the Mummy 6 then.
The Mummy movies are good.
Yeah, the Scorpion King was not. So, other than Thomas, what are the other likely candidates for sleeping with on Downton Abbey?
That's like, just let's shag and not have consequences.
Yeah.
So, like, long-term relationship.
Okay, let's say, if you were a servant at Downton Abbey, which of the upstairs people would you have an affair with?
Oh. Mary. Oh, maybe Sybil.
Sybil's the prettiest, I would say.
Oh, really? I don't think she's the prettiest.
Really?
I think she's probably the one that would be the best choice to have an affair with, though.
I think actually Enid would probably be quite enthusiastic.
Edith?
Yeah.
You should remember her name if you're going to have an affair with her.
Oh, Enid. Enid?
Edith.
Edith, what did I say?
Enid.
I said Enid.
Yeah.
Edith. Yeah, I don't find her particularly attractive, but I think she'd be...
That's who you're going to have an affair with?
I don't know, probably not. Let's see. Well, who else is there?
No, if that's your choice, who am I to argue?
I was just speculating on attributes. I don't really want to sleep with any of them.
I think it's clearly between Sybil and Mary.
Yeah.
And if you were doing it with Mary, it was because you'd be after some sort of a conquest.
Right.
And with Sybil, it would just be more enjoyable.
Yeah. Yeah.
It would be very different.
Yeah.
And there's appeal to both of those scenarios.
Yeah. Just because Mary, I feel like, would be like quite the cold fish.
I don't know that she'd be a cold fish, but I think she would be not a particularly giving bed partner.
No, yeah, just sort of, very Victorian in style, you might say.
Or not even necessarily Victorian, but she'd be a taker.
Yeah, taker. Yeah,
not a giver.
Which is one of the reasons she has to be with Matt.
It makes me so uncomfortable when you call him Matt.
Just because we know too many Matts.
We do know too many Matts.
Yeah. Like 6? It's like we know a lot of Matts.
And like half of them play the cello. Half of them play a string instrument.
Well, I
would say more than half.
3 of them play bass, I believe.
That's unreasonable. How is one to keep one's mat straight?
Exactly. And the cello is kind of like a bass.
Even if you just said string instruments.
Yeah, string instruments. I think they probably all play string instruments.
Matt V does. Matt Webb does.
Yep. Matt Faba.
Yep.
They all play bass guitar.
All 3 of them?
Yeah.
What about that other Matt?
Skinny Matt?
Narrow it down, son.
Like Matt Cora Matt.
Oh, yeah.
He plays all manners of string instruments.
But that's another Matt that plays string instruments.
Yeah.
That's 4.
That's 4.
No, that's 5. No, it's 4.
4. I feel like we know more Matts than that, though.
I do, but you don't.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and I know other Matts, like back home and stuff.
Don't we all? Don't we all know Matt's back home?
Yeah, it's like Dave's.
Listeners, write in. Tell us.
How many
do
Matts
you know Matt's back home? Because, boy, do we know Matt's back home, don't we?
Okay, downstairs people who are not Thomas.
Who you want to sleep with? Thomas. Well, I picked the other Thomas.
Oh, Tom. Which?
Branson.
Oh, Branson. Oh, yeah, he's downstairs and upstairs. I guess he's actually the upstairs person, since he's moved upstairs, that I would pick.
That's not fair.
Yeah.
See, you're just picking him because you know that I got him in the BuzzFeed quiz, and it's safe for you to pick him. Actually, upstairs or downstairs, I picked Tom Branson. I
got Carson in the BuzzFeed quiz, so that
you
is
did.
Because I'm easily flustered.
You do get flustered.
And I'm very traditional.
And you are.
Or maybe not, but I'm easily flustered.
You're definitely easily flustered.
And then I picked all my second choices, and I was Mary.
Well,
because I think all people are idiots.
It's good that she was one of my picks then.
Yeah. There you go. BuzzFeed is saving our relationship.
Yeah.
And it was just on the brink of class fallout.
It was. So later I'll call you Mary and you'll call me Branson.
As long as you don't speak in Cora voice.
I don't make any guarantees.
I don't even know what you said there.
I said I don't make any guarantees.
Because you sound more and more like,
I don't make any guarantees.
You sounded more and more like Carol Channing.
Well,
Crossed
actually,
with some sort of Muppet.
That's what that voice is.
It's kind of Carol Channing.
It's American aristocracy?
I think that, yeah.
Ameristocracy?
Right.
So we owe great things to Downton Abbey. Don't we, Mary? This is the part where you call me Branson.
Oh, yes, Branson. Mm-hmm. 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 Uh-huh.
Don't tell Sybil.
Nerd hurdles.
Oh, Billy Zane! Suck my cock!